felt like I was done. So I was just gonna watch the part 3 as I headed home. And I noticed this tow truck towing this crappier car, and the crappy car's flashing lights are on. So as I'm watching the video, the flashers on my truck must have been on or something, but the flashers are like matching up to the flashers on this car, dude. And my mind isn't making the connection right away, and then all of a sudden I realize that's weird. I don't like that at all. It scared me immediately, and I was like, I should turn around, because I've been parked at the electrical station for like the last hour, just letting everyone flood out if they want, exactly like I did in that neighborhood. I didn't mean to do that in the neighborhood or at that power station. But anyways, the flasher thing made me think that it was a trap, because there was, right as I left the electrical power station, another black rig. I hadn't seen any cars except one that pulled down by the little trailhead down at the end, and seemed super chill. Put her earbuds in, her AirPods. Yeah, they were name brand. Anyways, she seemed chill, and she just went and walked the path, and I just stayed there and kind of geared up. Anyways, the flashing lights made me think there's a trap set up here, because this turns into one lane up here through the curves, and it can be deadly on a normal conditions. So imagine what could happen. You know, have a pack of pit bulls with wings or something. Who knows? That flying pit bulls sounds terrifying, but there's timber. That's one of my favorite parks, man. Hope I can play there again someday. I can play there now. I'm gonna go to the store and do a return. I bought a bunch of size small shirts, and none of them fit. Dude, I need a medium. I've been buying medium, but I just, not too much, because I kept thinking I would jump down to a small again. And there probably are certain things, but the t-shirt, it can stay at medium. Plus, I'm gonna try to bulk up some, so I'm not like malnourished and sleep deprived when I battle my first Yakuza. Anyways, this video, this might just be narration to close up a gnarly episode. Because it seems pretty calm. I don't think they're gonna try anything major, because the way I ducked out after I came through and just kind of chilled and let them decide what they want to do, and I stayed for a long time in each place, and I was really calm. I was talking out loud with electronics nearby to them, sweetly, which was genuine. I'm not trying to deceive anybody or anything, but there's the flashers right up there. It could still be signaling problems, but I think it was a white truck pulling in. I got what seems to be a pretty calm, well, if it's not that minivan that was calm, it was the car behind her, or him, not sure which, but that 4Runner coming up might be an issue, but it doesn't have time to do anything like that red car just did, because the lane's merging. a bunch of redwoods that are fine. It does have a serious hint of, or I don't know if that's the right word. Definitely, it's got a signature of what would be, you would think of like the Matrix or something. For sure. I thought that from the beginning. But that doesn't mean any of the other stuff that I'm talking about isn't still part of it. That's where we're talking about like future, past, weird realities, multiple realities. I mean, it's endless. All the weird sci-fi stuff that I daydreamed about my whole life. It's pointless. There's only one thing that's for certain, is there's some sort of horrible evil surrounding probably everywhere in the world, except like, I'm not gonna say it, but there's a couple spots that I know for a fact are pure. Check the crime rates, like globally. They probably just destroyed them. I'm sorry. Hopefully not. They can fend them off. They've been doing it all this time. That's what you want to try to figure out. The model. What they're doing there with no crime rate. Anyways, I think I'm going to make it home just fine. Because, actually this red one went up here. That was not a white. That was probably the way I needed to go. Through Sandy. I was already signaled that earlier too, and I forgot about that. I saw a guy who had Smokey the Bear plates, and the garage was open. It was right after I got done pulling out of that undeveloped street in that housing development, and I pulled down and I saw Smokey plates right off the bat, but the house, it didn't seem, I don't know, like subconsciously I didn't seem alerted or something, but the garage is wide open, and I looked in and there's a dude sanding wood with an M95 on, with a palm sander, and I'm like, okay. And I was like, that's gotta be a message, dude. I was like, that's like one of the few that have Smokey plates without, that's not a white car, that is a good, I don't, that I just let that be a possibility in my head to explore the thought process further, which was sanding, and then I said Sandy, and that's where that road that tow truck just turned onto, with the flashing lights on the shitty car that scared me that it was a trap, just turned to. So they thought, they knew how scared I was to come back either one of these ways, and so they knew no matter what, if I went up the mountain or if I cut on that road that tow truck just went on, I'd end up in Sandy. And all they just did with their failed plot was give me a great idea for another episode. I was going to do Malala today, but we got so much stuff in Estacada that Malala is probably, could be at least half an episode. It's not, well, I bet you Malala is way better, and then you can understand the difference. There's all sorts of things when I'm talking about like angelical rivalries and stuff. I bet you it's all tied into sports teams and schools, and I feel like I'm the only person that doesn't know. No wonder people watch the draft and shit. Like, what the? Please don't tell me what's going on. Please. Anyways, this is feeling about as clean as it can get. I guess I'm going pretty slow. Shit. No, I'm not. It's 45 up here. I was just a little premature on the curves. There's that tire piece we talked about earlier. Okay, the atmosphere changed. They could be bugging or they could be setting something up. Everything they ever set up, except with semi-truck stuff, is lame. So weak that it makes you laugh. But the setup seems scary. Once you see what it is, you're just like, what? It's about as lame as a burnout taillight. They try to get me to not be polite, or to be a little snappy, or to not move out of the way of the sidewalk if I'm pulled in across in the driveway. They'll send like one of them with the stroller, the baby, you know, and there's back part. So there's, man, I feel like I've wasted a lot of people's time though by just sitting around. But it sends a clear mixed signal. Believe it or not. If that's like an oxymoron, it's not anymore. Because I'm sending two signals. One is that I want to let them get out of there from by the way I parked, or the location of where I parked. But also it sends the signal that I ain't fucking around and I'll come back, or I'm dead serious, whatever, by the duration of time that I stayed in those locations. I feel it sends a separate signal. So it's a very clear mixed signal. Okay, things just got a little different. That was like a weird, that could have been an escape or like a fleeing maneuver out of terror. Kind of felt more like that because there was no braking once she pulled out. When they pull out and they're trying to do their weird shit, there'll be like a jerky brake, or they'll pretend like, I don't know, you know, they made it, you know, didn't turn right at first, you know, and then they realize that they can go. It's just weird, dude, weird. It's so unexplainable. All day long, baby. It's been nasty. And I did a fatty Sundance with barely moving a muscle. I wonder if the Indians do that trick. Oh wait, they didn't dance for sun, did they? They danced for rain. Well, they didn't live around here then. The ones that rain danced. That's for sure. Oh shit. Alright, well, the sun, I think, is the only evidence that in this particular part that we're onto something strange here. So if all these people need to get back to their homes, they wouldn't have long jammed up the road. That wouldn't make a lot of sense, would it? Because then they'd just all be gathered up at the log, both directions, just casting back weird shit back and forth, and I'd be the only one accomplishing anything. Because I'd see, you know, like a weirdo with a chainsaw coming out of the woods, or another log truck clearly not being able to brake coming up on us. I would be ready for just about anything. I'd probably duck off into the woods right then after I secured the truck on the side of the road. I'd grab my supplies, as in like provisions, and just duck. I'm like super dressed, or not super dressed up, but you know, I got my sick snowboarding coat on. It's pretty waterproof. Hoodie under that. The sick, my favorite pants I've ever had in my life. They're like a combat cargo pant, Under Armour. Oh, here's some. They're not flicking the lights like they were, because I watched some of the videos of me coming out here. There was a large handful of ways, like a threat, or start just tearing up their reality, making them feel crazy. I don't know. That's just what's happened to me, and I guess I feel like I'm a little different. So I don't know what it would be like to somebody normal. Damn, dude, I might need my sunglasses, dude. That's brutal. I looked at it too long and now I'm blind. Dude, they must be so like up in arms about what to do, or where this is leading, because I feel like they still haven't got the message about what's happening and about to happen and continue to happen at an alarmingly increasing rate, I'm guessing. And so they're not getting they're not being told the truth somehow, or they're not getting the signal because they've never ever felt anything like this. And maybe once you get deceived into this way of life, or programmed, you don't even consider the possibility of some of the stories you might have heard as a kid, and think, or it's just scrubbed from your memory. So when you do feel that feeling, you don't know what it is. You're not smart enough to move out ahead of time. So I hope, I guess I kept visualizing everybody moving out, getting out of here. But that's scary, because that's unfair to the next town over, or say one migration happens and then they finally can communicate coherently enough to realize that they should all migrate to one spot to form some sort of their best line of defense against what? The tundra? I don't know. So I guess the homeless crisis solution might have to be scratched, but I think a best case scenario here is either we can come to some sort of an agreement, or they're just gonna get neutralized, dude. And hopefully that'll put them back the way they were. Or if all these people's souls are gone or something like that, or they never had one to begin with because they're not actually human, that's sad, dude, because I guarantee, what is this? This is thousands of people at this point that I'm affected by this little drive I took. I forgot what I was talking about. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that's 7. That truck up there. That's quite a bit for what was there? 12 cars, or no, 11 cars probably, and there was 7 left. Shit. If I was in Vegas, I'd put it all on black. For sure. Anyways, guys, you don't know how difficult these videos start to get to upload on Facebook after they hit like the 18-minute mark. Sometimes it takes all day, dude, multiple tries. Anyways, they upload super fast on YouTube. I don't know if I'm being suppressed or people know how to view stuff without making it look like they viewed it. I'm not super technologically advanced. I could probably get caught up, brushed up, but I feel like I'll just figure it out as I go. I don't like to waste too much time on any one thing. It's a good strategy for me. It's kind of like not jumping to any one conclusion. It kind of goes hand in hand, similar. Anyways, man, I'm gonna just kind of relax. I could probably drive to LA now and destroy like the last bit of the, any little bit of peace that we had. Maybe it wouldn't. I'm heading to San Francisco first. My wife's going to California. I'm gonna see if I can go with her. My daughter was flirting with the idea of staying home on her own, taking care of the animals. But in the environment we're in, I'm wondering what kind of madman would leave his kid alone, 15-year-old kid alone, probably with keys and vehicles and stuff. Maybe this madman, dude. I'll leave her with the keys to drive while I'm gone. How about that? That sounds rad. Damn, that got right, dude. Whoa, snakes are getting me, dude. I was just pushing my vape down and I didn't even realize it. It sounded like a snake. It scared the fuck out of me. Sorry. I'm really gonna work on my language. I'm gonna write a note down. I started a little notebook journal, scratch pad for all of my ideas. Dude, I can just whip up this super eerie theories about something by looking back in time, like history and stuff. I just like seem to navigate to the right Google page, or I'll have like 8 pages or 3 or 4, and just keep jumping back, and the dates seem to all be lining up and within reason, and then I'll explain to you why the Holocaust went down. Now you don't have to accept it. How the hell would I know if it's right or not? But the theory I'll come up with and the connections I'll make, it's wild, and it makes a bit of sense. If it wasn't so wild, you'd believe it. And like I said, that could just be like an artist painting on an open or blank canvas. It can be interpreted any way. There's no right or wrong, because it's already passed. It's been done. Or it hasn't. What's this over here? That looks like some weird psyop. Black. Oh no, that's just Freddy's vehicle. That was navy blue. Alright, I'm ending it now. My arm's so tired, dude. Usually I rest my elbow on this thing. But I've just been holding it up because it's kind of like my shield or something. Alright, love you guys. Hopefully I can get this stuff all uploaded on Facebook. And if not, check YouTube, dude. It's so much easier. I know some of you guys are watching it. I don't know what some of you guys are, but I still love you. One last look at that. Give that thing